Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Now you gotta forgive me. I'm still just sitting here relaxing. I had my soccer this morning and just been home relaxing. It took me a nap. My wife getting us a little late snack right now, so my food get here. I got to go. But wanted to pop on here and share this here concept that hit my spirit. And what I mean by this concept is I'm calling it one thing because one of the things I notice in almost every area of our life, if we just change one thing, it could change everything. And it is not easy, but you gotta identify that one thing. One thing in business, one thing in your body, one thing in your brain. If you just could change one thing in any area that you're trying to change your life, if you could change one thing, okay, look at that. Anthony Davis producing a prank TV show. One thing, that right there will change everything. So I want you to think about this and really spend some time. Oh, that line on my phone. I'm like, yeah, my phone got them little grid on it. And as you thinking about this, really spend some time and really start the process and really start to evaluate. And the way you do this is you're gonna take that one thing and then you write it down on a piece of paper, and then beside it, you're gonna write all the potential outcomes. So, example, if I cut out sugar, if I cut out like refined sugar, what is the potential outcomes? And you could even, I could Google it and see if I cut out sugar, what happens? I could read articles on it. I could watch videos on it. And then as I look at all the potential outcomes, I see what are the pros, what are the cons, what's the positives, what's the negatives. And then I ask myself, is this something I want? If the answer is yes, then I have to ask myself, how bad do I want it? Then I have to connect that. I have to connect the want, the desire to a feeling, a goal. So if I say, okay, I want it so bad because this is life or death. Now that's gonna help me. Now I gotta have a picture in my mind. I gotta think of somebody who died from because they didn't cut out sugar. So I keep that right there, right in the forefront of my mind. So I may picture my aunt, my uncle, cousin, who lost their eyesight, lost their limbs from sugar, turning in type 2 diabetes, didn't live past 70, 75, 60, 65. So when I keep that picture right there, now I'm able to take and I can stay motivated. If I got to put that picture on the wall, if I got to make it my phone screen, whatever I got to do, I got to keep that right there in the forefront. If I look at business, one thing could be, let's say I need to shoot a video every day. Now, when I shoot that video every day, what's the positives? What's the negatives? List out the pros, list out the cons, then I weigh it. I weigh and see, okay, the negatives could be I could burn out. The positives could be my brand could grow. My revenue could increase. My reach could increase. So then I have to see how bad do I want it. Now I have to connect it. What from the positives do I want the most? And let's say I want a revenue increase. Okay, what is revenue increase connected to? If revenue increase is connected to a new car, that's not motivating enough. But if I picture my kids starving, if I picture my kids not being able to go to college, if I picture my family looking at me and they hungry and they can't have because I'm lazy, then that's constant motivation. So I want you to think about the one thing, because when you change that one thing, it can change everything. And then from there, now you've mastered that one thing, you've changed that one thing. Then from there, you can change the second thing. Then from there, you can change the third thing. But you may only end up having to change one thing, and it changes everything. Hey, this is Tony Gaskins. God bless you. Keep your head up. Shout out to my Patreon members. I'm putting my hot takes on Patreon, so you'll see that patreon.com/Tony Gaskins. I'm going to put that, and that's where I, could name names when I'm using examples, because you can't have the video taken down over there. Over here, you end up getting video taken down if they want it taken down bad enough. And so on Patreon, where I'm putting my hot takes, where I'm kind of touching on certain things and giving you a little heads up on things that we can pull little lessons from. And then some of it I expound upon here. And shout out to my Blessed Tribe and my donors to the Boys Summer Program, my nonprofit organization. Thank you so much. I cannot, the name slipping my mind right now, but somebody just made a donation. I put the link in every video in the description box, and just kind of, and then you'll get an email, you'll get your receipt and all of that, where you can file it on your taxes if you want to. But God bless you. I appreciate you, and we'll talk soon.